Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on Unfrosted. Movie, a comedy movie, an actual comedy movie, everybody. Starring Jerry Seinfeld, directed by Jerry Seinfeld, and starring just about everybody in comedy. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books, links in the description. Comedy Horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, books 1 through 14, available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. So, yeah, this looks like a 90-minute comedy sketch. And it looks fun. Everybody in the world of comedy just about is in this. SNL guys, all kinds of comedy people. Peter Dinklage, for some reason. And Bill Burr as JFK. They kind of make the invention of the Pop-Tart like the moon landing. Like, they got to invent the Pop-Tart in time to beat the other rival company, which is Post. So, it looks fun. Jim Gaffigan. Everybody's in this. So, but it's like a cartoon version of what, this would be. Directed by Jerry Seinfeld. Written by Seinfeld, Spike Fernstein, or Fern Fersten, Andy Robin, and Barry Martyr. Okay? But you can see a lot of people in this. All right, so let's go. There's a lot of people in this. Melissa McCarthy, you saw. Jim Gaffigan, you saw. Max Greenfield, I can't picture him. Peter Dinklage, you saw. Christian Slater, I didn't see him in the mix. Bill Burr, saw him. Dan Levy, son of Eugene, cool. Didn't see him. James Marsden, did I see him? I don't know. So there's going to be a lot of cameos. Jack McBrayer, Thomas Lennon. That is, the guy from Reno. Love him. Love him. He's funny. Bobby Moynihan, SNL alum. Adrian Martinez, Sarah Cooper, Mikey Day, Kyle Mooney. I know that name. I can't picture him. Drew Tarver, Tony Hale. Oh, yeah, from Arrested Development. Love him. Felix Solis, Maria Baklova, Dean Norris, Kyle Dunnigan. Oh, awesome, Kyle. Good for you getting into this movie. Sebastian Maniscalco, very funny as well. Beck Bennett, Cedric the Entertainer. Well, at least he's in a comedy movie. Fred Armisen, of course. You gotta have Fred in there. John Slater, John Hamm. Why do they keep putting John Hamm in comedies? I don't get it. Aparna Nachal, I don't know him. Andy Daly. Andy Daly, I wasn't at college at the same time as him, but he went to my college. He actually was on the same comedy show that I was on after I left, though. Sarah Burns with Hugh Grant and Amy Schumer. Oh, weird, because Amy Schumer is kind of prominently in the trailer, and seems to be one of the main characters, but I guess she's only in it for so long. So, and it's Seinfeld. So, I don't see Larry David, though. I would like to see Larry David pop in, but I wouldn't have mind seeing him on the writing credits for sure. He probably would have been a lot edgier. Yeah, this looks fun. It looks ridiculous. So, it's sort of its own world in which two cereal companies are fighting to make the first Pop-Tart. Essentially, they're trying to figure out how to make Pop-Tarts, in other words. So this is apparently a passion project of Jerry's for a long time. He just thinks it's funny because it's like Andy Daly plays the Quaker Oats guy, and he's actually dressed like the mascot, and then Snap, Crackle, and Pop are in it. So it's going to be that kind of level of comedy. It's just going to be absurdist and crazy. So I would check it out. I mean, look, we need some damn comedy. And people kind of trust Jerry, I think, in the comedy realm. Because, number one, he hasn't been giving his stupid political takes for the last 10 years. Yeah, yeah. Lead by example, Jerry. Good job. Um, as opposed to half the people in this thing, but um, so good. Yeah, I would trust him to actually make a comedy movie that wouldn't have a message in it, other than like Pop Talk Show Awesome or something. That would actually, the primary goal would be to make us laugh and entertain, and that would be the primary goal. Everything else would be secondary to that. So that's why I trust it. So, first act, it establishes that Post and Kellogg's are in a battle for breakfast, and him and Melissa McCarthy are executives there. And it's, you know, it's the early 60s, and it's a nice America. Everybody's making money and having a good time. Then Post develops some sort of shelf-stable pastry, and now it's up to Kellogg's to do it as well, and it becomes like the space race at the time, and so that's the irony of it, right? And then it's about them trying to develop it throughout the first act, second act, and their rivals over at the various breakfast companies, and second act they probably develop it, but there's some problems. They got to get it to market, or you know, they're trying to steal it or sabotage it, the other companies. The third act, they do it and they win. Not that it matters, it just has to be funny. So it's on Netflix. I would see this. I like the look of the whole thing. It's fun. Even Amy Schumer looks like she's playing a good role. She's playing the bad guy, quote unquote, in this, but it's over the top. Good on her for finally fitting a role, so to speak. I think this is a good role for her because she's kind of lost a lot of comedy cred. So this could help build it up. She's the bad guy. So you can see people watching it, kind of like the moon landing. Now, you know, it's got some old-timey stuff in it that a lot of people maybe won't relate to, but because of the products, I think they will, and because of all the people in it. I mean, Bill Burr as the president, come on. That's going to be hilarious. That's going to be hilarious. Plus, Jerry directed it, too. So that's going to be very interesting. He seems to have a good sense of, I don't know, comedy cinematography. That's a funny shot, right? That's a funny shot. I'm not sure what they're looking at. But that's funny. Had this scene where a little girl hijacks a milk truck or something. Here's Cedric the Entertainer. I'm not sure who he's supposed to be. I guess he's just supposed to be an entertainer. And good clips in the trailer. This is a clip at a funeral. Why did my husband blow up? I guess that's like during the development process of the Pop-Tart. There was some sort of accident. So May 3rd, PG-13. And I can't think of his name, but he's funny. He's playing another good role for him. He's playing sort of a hapless character who helps Jerry. Maybe he gets blown up. Maybe he's the guy who gets blown up. Here's a bunch of milkmen who kidnaps Jerry and rough him up. I think it's gonna work. I mean, look, conceptually, it looks funny. It looks very funny. So, let's take a look at some of the write-up here. Michigan, 1963. Kellogg's and Post, sworn cereal rivals, race to create a pastry that will change the face of breakfast. A tale of ambition, betrayal, sugar, and menacing milkmen. Unfrosted stars Jerry Seinfeld in his directorial debut. Yeah, I think it's worth checking out. I mean, especially if you got Netflix already. What's it going to cost you? Nothing. All right. Yeah. could actually have a comedy movie here. Bravo. I'm just going to vote it up just for that, Jerry. Just because you're back. We need laughter, Jerry. We need laughter. Anyhow, that's it for me, Tony D and Little Joan. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for our more bass takes. If you can find a more bass take, I say take it. Saturday, I'll be at Ridgeway High School. Ridgeway High School? I always get this one confused. What is it? Gateway Regional. God, why do I get that all messed up? Gateway Regional High School in Woodbury Heights for South Jersey Geek Fest. And a link's on my site. So definitely come out from 10 to 5. It's going to be a good show. Hope to see you there. We'll see you in the next one.